I refused to pay market rent to my boyfriend when we moved in together. My boyfriend Dave and I have been dating for 4 years. We're both 51 and both divorced. I own a house and he owns a house. My kids are away at college now and his 2 boys are in high school. They're 16 and 14 and they live with him most of the time. We finally decided to move in together and it made more sense for me to sell my place and move into his house. His boys are already settled there and the commute to work would be better for both of us. I figured this would be easy. We just split everything down the middle like a normal couple. I told Dave I'd pay half of all the bills, utilities, property taxes, insurance, all of it. For the mortgage, I said I'd pay half of the interest portion, but not the part that goes toward paying off the principal. My thinking was pretty simple. The principal portion builds equity in the house, and my name isn't on the title, so I'd be basically paying for him to own more of his house while I own nothing. That seemed fair to me. Dave looked at me like I just suggested we eat glass for dinner. He said that wasn't how it was going to work. He wanted me to pay market rent instead. I was confused at first. Market rent? We're a couple moving in together, not landlord and tenant. He explained that his mortgage has a really low interest rate, like 3% or something, because he refinanced a few years ago. He said I shouldn't benefit from his low interest rate, that I should pay what anyone else would pay to live in a house like his. I pulled out my calculator and started doing the math. With his plan, I'd be paying about 55% of all living costs if we counted the principal portion of his mortgage, or about 78% if we didn't count the principal. Either way, I'd be paying way more than he was for his house that only he owns. I told him that was ridiculous. We both make good money. I actually make a little more than him. 6 figures, both of us. We're supposed to be partners. Partners split things equally. Dave got all defensive and said this was fair. He started bringing up his divorce. His ex-wife apparently took him to the cleaners with alimony. He's still bitter about it even though it's been years. I could tell this wasn't really about the rent. This was about him being scared I was going to take advantage of him financially. But I'm not his ex-wife. I have my own money, my own career, my own retirement savings. I'm selling my house, which means I'll have a huge chunk of cash. I don't need his equity. The argument went on for 3 days. He kept saying it was just business that I'd be living there so I should pay market rate. I kept saying, we're not business partners. We're supposed to be building a life together. His boys even overheard us fighting about it. His oldest son came downstairs and asked if we were still moving in together. That's when I realized how stupid this all was. Finally, I told Dave I wasn't selling my house. If he wanted to treat this like a landlord-tenant situation, then I'd just stay in my own house. He could visit me there. He completely panicked. Started saying I was being unreasonable and throwing away our relationship over money. I pointed out that he was the one who wanted to charge his girlfriend market rent. I told him I'd move in when he was ready to treat me like a partner instead of a tenant. That was 2 weeks ago. He called me yesterday and said he'd been thinking about it. He admitted that maybe he was letting his divorce issues affect how he treated me. We're meeting tonight to talk about actually splitting costs fairly, but honestly, I'm not sure I even want to move in anymore.